It's not hyperbole to say that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from 2018, has completely obliterated the box office projections. Now, you got to remember, the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 2018 made $35 million opening weekend, okay? Which actually, all things considered, wasn't bad. It was a Spider-Man that most of the general public never even heard of, Miles Morales. It was an art style that was pretty unique and may not have appealed to a lot of people right away. But that film went on to have incredible success, both with the audience, the critics, and ultimately not bad at the box office, making just under $400 million. But it also went on to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Film, which meant expectations were going to be pretty high going to this next one. Now, the projections for opening weekend for Across the Spider-Verse were already double, close to triple of what the first Spider-Man's was, projecting $80 to $90 million. Huge jump. Here's the thing, though. Those projections came out before the reviews and the first audience reactions. And it's not hyperbole to say that the reviews and audience reactions were through the freaking roof. Some people calling it the greatest comic book movie of all time. Some people saying it's the best movie they've ever seen in their lives. I don't quite go that high myself, but damn, this movie is fantastic. And now the opening weekend box office has come in, and it just flew by those projections, as Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has made $120.5 million on its opening weekend. Again, in context, remember, the first one made $35 million on its opening weekend. To put that in greater context, that makes it the second biggest opening film. We're almost halfway through the year, and it made it the second biggest opening in the movies this year. Here's the chart of the opening weekend so far this year. Fast X made $67 million in its opening weekend. John Wick Chapter 4 made $73 million in its opening weekend. Little Mermaid made $95. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania made $106. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 made $118. Of course, up there at the top is still Mario Brothers at $146, but Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Listen, there are not many films that I've been more excited about seeing this year than Across the Spider-Verse. But if you had asked me, do I think Across the Spider-Verse would make more in its opening weekend than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I would have said you're crazy. More than Fast X, I would have thought you were insane. And yet here we are, it made $120.5 million on its opening weekend. Another interesting thing to note here, that means right now, as of June 5th, again, getting close to halfway through the year, the top two opening weekend films of the year are both animated films. They're both animated. What was that Bob Chapek said about people aren't interested in animated films? Well, here we are. You've had your Guardians. You've had your Fast. By the way, I love Guardians. I'm not trying to downplay Guardians or anything, but you've had your Fasts. You've had your John Wicks. You've had all that kind of stuff. And the top two are both animated films. Now, I don't know if it'll hold those spots, and I don't know what the ultimate worldwide total of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is going to be. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is going to struggle with the international box office because, it just doesn't do as well overseas, but we'll see ultimately what it does. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is amazing, completely obliterated and blew past their opening weekend projections. By the way, I just want to call out that I said it would. I said it would go up to 110, but Ray Ora said it would go up to 119 million. And he was $1 million off.
But I beat him.
What did you
I'm
call?
on record. I said 120 last week.
Did you say 120 on the nose?
Yeah.
Look at that. 1 million off, right on the nose. Uh-oh, Father's Day is right around the corner and you haven't gotten your dad anything yet? Don't worry. That's where our sponsors, Manscaped, come in. You and I both know he needs some serious grooming in his life, so grab your dad the Performance Package 4.0 and he'll thank you for helping him tame that beastly hair. Go to manscaped.com and use code CAMPEA for 20% off plus free shipping. Guys, I don't know if your dad's anything like mine, but where my dad lacks some hair on top of his head, believe me, he makes up for it everywhere else on his body, and Manscaped is perfect for him. Manscaped is the only men's brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and perfected their game with the Lawnmower 4.0. This is the perfect gift, presenting a sleek, well-designed, and optimized grooming kit that says your balls will thank you right on the box. Their 4th-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. This upgraded trimmer includes a multifunction on-off switch that can engage a travel travel lock. This is great for any guy who does a lot of traveling. It also gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Haven't you always wanted to be able to shave your balls in the dark? And come on guys, almost all of our dads have that nose bush sticking out of their nose, right? Well, the Weed Whacker 2.0, the nose and ear hair trimmer, is the best nose trimmer on the market and the perfect gift for your dad. Guys, that's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code Campea. Don't forget, you came from your dad's balls, so this year, show your original home some love with Manscaped. What about you guys? How did your projections go? Is it higher than you thought it would be? Were you excited? Have you seen the film already? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Listen, if you like our content, make sure you check out our daily podcast, the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple, Spotify, and your favorite podcasting app of choice.